Uh, Troop Commander, can they give the order of Tikas by? Please. Okay. I'd like to acknowledge the men sa gobyerno. Nandito ngayon kasama ko si Secretary Lorenzana. Was the Defense Secretary, the Presidential Advisor for Military Affairs, si Arthur Tabaquero, General Eduardo Anyo and other major service commanders, Colonel Eric Binoya, Commander 403rd Brigade, officers and enlisted personnel men of the 403rd, 403 Infantry Peacemaker Brigade, fellow government workers. Meron akong usually, may speech talaga ako. It's about mga 2 pages. Kahiya naman ng biyahe ko dito, tapos yan lang ang basahin ko. But I would read it because I was reviewing the documents last night, including the briefers. I find it very appropriate. Kaya lang English, but I'd like to say it first in our dialect. Na, I'd like to thank the officers and men of the Armed Forces of the Philippines for your contribution to the country. Ang iba mga kasama ninyo contributed their lives, and iniulit-ulit ko to. If there is anybody who is sadder, if there is a word, sadder, na mas malungkot ako, kasi I declared martial law. And I was the one who ordered the armed forces and the Philippine National Police to go to the places where there is violence, to go there and fight for the government, at yung iba, their lives. So, every time na mabasa ko yung briefer, I say a general prayer, but nakita ko na mayat ako, I kind of grappling with the loss of lives. Pero sa bagay, lahat naman tayo mamamatay. There's always a time. But masakit lang sa akin kasi wala naman presidente gustong may magpatayan sa kapwa niya Pilipino. I mean, it's not going to wage a war, if possible, against your own people. But we are forced to, by circumstances, at ako naman, by constitutional mandate, I have to do it. Otherwise, I would not only be a failure as a president, I could even go to jail for just not doing my constitutional mandates. So, you have the pinakailalim sa puso ko yung paghinakit ko sa mga panahong ito. But wala akong magawa eh. And it would appear now that I am the second president of this republic to declare a martial law. Sino ba naman gustong ganun? And I want to end it as soon as possible. But I must be assured also na the Filipino people, the nation is safe. Ganito yan eh. It's not even the martial law powers dito sa papel. Papel lang naman yan, sa totoo lang. It's nothing compared with the fighting and the dying there out where there is trouble. But in our, lahat pare-pareho tayo ng oath of office. We swear to God, to Allah, and to the people that we will protect and defend the Filipino nation. That's the long and short of it. Wala, baliwala yung konstitusyon kung talagang magkagira-gira. Kita mo yung ibang mga not to criticize them, but just saying a few words. This is a democracy. Karami ko ng sundalong patay, pati pulis. At mga sinasabi pa nila na hindi pa bagay mag-martial law just for the sake of being on the other side. And as a lawyer, you have enough gray matter between your ears. Does it call the brain? The problem is they are not using it. And, sa ibang araw na lang. I have criticized them for lahat yung mga restraining order, mga project ng gobyerno na hindi natatapos on time because of judicial interference. That's not really what you would call part of their duties. But anyway, the majority of the justices sustained me at hindi naman ako man-declare ng martial law kung talagang hindi pwede. Ika-abogado ko. And we won by an overwhelming mandate. It was only one. Ang lahat pumayag, but ang iba naman gusto ng Marawi. Paano yung spillover? So you have to really use, and that's the reason why you have the chief of staff and you have the defense secretary. But in fairness to these guys, nung nasa Moscow kami, when I was informed that critical, maniwala kita hindi, walang military makasabi sa presidente, mag-declare ka ng martial law. No military would ever do that. One, it's out of order. Second, respeto. Because yung the use of word martial law, mabigat yan eh. Gera talaga yan. So I would tell you now, frankly, nobody, but sabi nila, sir, the situation is critical. So I was with General Anyo, General Lorenzana. I know him before when I was mayor 23 years ago. He brought the Scout Rangers 2nd Regiment to Davao City. I was then the mayor. That's why we know him. I know him. Kami puro yung, along the way na mayor ako for many years, nakilala ko sila. So sila ang nagsabi, the situation is critical. Sabi ko, are there civilians killed? Yes. Are the civilians part of the fighting force innocent? Sir, mga bata ba? So what might be critical to the other idiots of this planet is critical to me. Kasi namamatay na yung mga tao. So I declare martial law to save lives and to save the Filipino nation. Yun ang... Now, in doing so, I have to declare martial law and you have to fight the war. Mabuti lang kung magpirma. Magkasali ka doon sa away, ibang istorya yan. It's not easy to do that. But you are called upon to contribute your share of nation building, and sumasaludo talaga ako sa inyo. So, huwag kayong you will not be the last in this government of mine. Lahat ng mga equipments ninyo, lahat ng kailangan ninyo, kaagad-agad yan, bago. I bought you costing about billions of itong mga hospital equipments. More than once, and I have ordered specifically government that my presidential plane or planes gagamitin to ferry the wounded soldiers to Manila, especially those needing immediate and urgent medical attention, which cannot be done in the provinces. I bought you a barrack high-pressure thing. Lalo na kung wounded ka, hindi naman masyado, for 3 days, you are not extricated, and there is gangrene. Kung maipasok ko lang doon sa makina na yun, it can arrest the infection, mahabol, instead of putol o So these things that you need, binili ko na lahat yan. And I am sorry to inform you that I was only about 2 months president. I visited the AFP hospital. Napakamaraming kulang. Ano, do you believe it? Itong gobyerno na to, aywan ko noon pa to, na kakabiding lang, kaya sinabi ko kay Ubial, do it in 60 days or do it this month. Kung hindi din yung palitan yung procedure, kayo ang palitan ko. Si Secretary Ubial mismo. Don't give me that shit about bidding process. Kung wala naman magnanakaw dyan sa masali, at bakit patagalin nyo ng gano'n? Sabi ko, change the procedure or I will change you. Talangan lang natin. What I can guarantee you guys, pagkamatay kayo sa bayan ninyo, hindi kayo lugi. Walang korupsyon dito. At lahat na dapat sa inyo, mapupunta sa inyo. Lahat ng mga baril, lahat ng mga sabi ko kay Defense Secretary, bago. Hindi na ako tatanggap ng helicopter baski kanino, Gema Amerika o I will not accept second hand. Magbili tayo ng atin. Hindi natin kaya, magbili lang tayo ng 5 muna, 6. But ako, gusto ko yung Air Force. There are 12 if 50 A's there. Baka makalabas ako siguro, maging mga 24 yan. We don't have to be credible Air Force for our country. Pero sa inyo, walang problema. And may sabihin ako sa inyo, hindi ako nagpapalakas ng atay ko sa inyo. I do not need personal loyalties. That's the least of my worries. Pareho lang tayo. You are as important as me in this government. My life is your life is not less important than mine. Akto presidente lang, but kung presidente ko, what? What do you contribute to your country? Sometimes you should die also. So ang inyong makuha dito sa gobyerno na to would be one of the best. That will be the best years of your kasi naabot rin ninyo. Baski noon sa Davao, I do not allow any policeman or military man going to jail for doing their duty. Yan ang maasahan ninyo. Ngayon, sige lang, demanda lang kayo. Sabi na, salvage, fine, go ahead. File the charges. I never really interfered. When they said that it was murder, fine. Because there will always be a time na it would be my call. Lahat ng pumasok sa gobyerno at nagtrabaho at sinunod yung utos, at kung legal naman, bakit ko papayagang ikukulong? Paki mga pulis, minsan ganun talaga ang style dyan, I will never allow a policeman to go to jail for doing his duty on my orders. Itong martial law, anything that happens here, the consequences, good or bad, it is my responsibility. I and I alone. Akin yan. Kaya sige lang sila dyan. May demokrasya to yan. But there will come a time, demanda mo, hearing kayo, tapos may judgment. Pagkatapos, akin na. Bakit kayo magka-problema? May pardo naman. Pagkatapos ang sentensyado, dito, bigay mo sa huwis yan. Restored to full political and civil rights. And a promotion to boot. Wala nang diretso. Ngayon, kung yung mga abuso na, hindi naman kasali sa trabaho yan. Pero magprangkahan tayo dito kasi puro batikos na kanino mga police, army mo. Wala akong army nang umaabuso. Ang utos ko sa army, pumatay. Kung tingnan ninyo abuso yan, problema ninyo yan. Because I have to save a country. So that's my guarantee to you. Tsaka bigyan ko kayo ng baril lahat. Kasi, hapon na. Kayo kasi palutaw-lutaw. I've been mayor for, my father was governor of Davao. Isa lang ang probinsya noon. I'm quite familiar with military and Ijago yung tatay ko. And itong mga pulis. Maglabas kayo ng kampo pag lutay-lutay lang dyan maglakad. But would you think that you do not have a gun, then dapat walang enkwentro. Itong mga, unahin ko itong mga NPA, hindi ko talaga maintindihan ang utak niyan. Gusto, ayaw, gusto, ayaw. Gusto makipag-usap, gusto sumali sa atin, makipag-away. Kaya hindi ako pumayag, kaya baka lang mga sundala ko ang tama sa likod lahat. Nandiyan kaya, hindi ako sigurado. Ngayon, gusto na makipag-away. So, our focus now, dito sa Marawi, is distracted. Parang may lamok na sige. Nakasahit ka na dyan. Magpasok dyan sa tainga mo. Yan ang NPA. Naman naman, gusto makikaibigan, gustong talk. We talk, then, damn it. Sabi ko, mabuti pa doon. Isa na lang ang kalaban namin, lahat. But in the fullness of God's time, this will be over. And there will also be changes. We will not forget our brother Moro. We will rebuild Marawi. Pilipino yan. Ang problema lang, napasukan tayo dito ng 2 reliyon. But that is not really the issue. But it has been the moving factor dito sa gulo. Wala kayong ano sa akin because sabi ko nga, my grandmother is in Maranao. Ang nanay ko ang mistisa Maranao. Ang lulo ko Chinese. But my father is Cebuano. Wala akong I do not have that kind of bigotry na pero ako, basta tayo, the Republic must be able to survive and we must remain strong. I will assure you that you will be strong and I will protect and defend you. Yan ang maasahan ninyo. And you will have the best of everything in terms of equipment at lahat. And you would be comfortable. Yan lang ang maiwan ko sa inyo. Maraming salamat sa contribution ninyo and for our comrades in arms. We just say to God that may you bless them and ask God to bless us all this afternoon because we have a task to do. Salamat.
Thank you, Mr. President. May we request the President for a photo opportunity with the men and women of the 403rd Brigade in 2 batches. The first batch will be the brigade commander and the officers.
Sanang para the directors. Saan kami? Kaya nga, dito o saan?
Yes, sir. First batch po din, second batch po din.
Shoot naman. Taas mo, taas.